Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a video that's a little different, and I wasn't sure what my original thoughts on it were, but quite a few people have asked me questions about this, and asked me to do some sort of video about this, and it's just kind of like my exercise, my eating habits, and like what I've done. Essentially, a lot of people have asked too what I've done since I had MJ, you know, to kind of lose the weight. Funny thing is I guess now almost 2 years ago, I had gotten to what was considered my goal weight right before the wedding. And fine, kept that up, no problems. And then I got pregnant and I gained I didn't gain a lot. I was 135 and I ended up being 160. It was right on the border of 160. It was like 159 when I had him. As soon as I had him, I went straight back down to 150 pretty much right away. So I lost the initial 10. And it's kind of like not been like bouncing around, but I've been within 5 pounds of that, give or take, for a little bit. I'm back down to like 145 now. So a little bit further to go, but I'm not trying to like lose weight. And I'm 5'6", by the way. It's always takes into consideration because I can say how much I weigh, but if you don't know how tall I am, it's hard to kind of cope or put that together, I guess. A little bit of backstory about me. When I was younger, like really young, like middle school, I guess, through high school, I was like a twig. You could turn me sideways and you lost me. Had no shape to me whatsoever. Was completely like stick thin, like straight up and down like a board. Went away to college and kind of developed, I guess. My family, I think, tends to be late bloomers. I came back from college. People thought I had like work done. I'd had boob job and things like that, and I didn't. It was just, I was a late developer. That's just kind of how it was. And so kind of college time, I kind of got more shape to me. I got my chest and hips and so forth. And so I was fine with that. I was completely comfortable. Always had a smaller waist, things like that. Through my 20s, like fine, no issues. I never watched what I ate. I never worked out. I never paid attention to any of that. I had no clue. Hit my 30s and kind of went, you know what, I should probably be more careful, and decided to kind of start working out. And I wouldn't say consistently. I just kind of, every once in a while I would go to the gym or I would do things, you know, and just kind of whatever. Was still not good at watching what I ate or anything like that, and still not very good at it to this day, but I'll explain that in a minute. So I guess around 32, I kind of just had met a lot of people at the gym and enjoyed going to the gym, and I did a lot of classes. I did like spin classes, body pump classes, all those type of things. And I met a lot of people, which motivated me to go, because if I didn't show up one day, they'd be like, where were you? What happened to you? You know, and like in a joking, ribbing manner. So it made it fun, but it made me want to go, and it made me not want to miss anything. So I definitely like worked out a lot. And then I kind of, I guess, met and just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of lost my interest to it. Just kind of whatever. Lost interest. Went every once in a while, but I wasn't as consistent. Then we moved and I went to a new gym, and I tried the classes there, but I just didn't mesh as well with the people. And I wasn't going to drive to my old gym, so it was just I just kind of lost interest, and I kind of stopped paying attention. And then, I guess, about 2 years, but I was probably about 36, I want to say. I really kind of got into a groove at my gym. Marty and I were both going together. We were walking the dog at night. We were going to the gym. We had a friend of ours we were working out with, and we just really kind of got into a groove, and I really enjoyed that. And then I said, I really need to like crack down on my eating, because I just ate whatever I wanted to eat whenever I wanted to, and I never put much thought into it. So I joined Weight Watchers, and I did Weight Watchers until I was pregnant, actually, because they made you stop when I got pregnant. They wouldn't let me do it anymore. And that was what really helped me lose that additional weight and get back down to 135. Now, I was never overweight. I think the highest I've ever been, short of being pregnant, not that, was like 150 is the highest I've ever been. And I'm 145 now. But we always have to keep in mind, too, that muscle weighs more than fat and all that stuff they tell you. You know, I know it's true, but we all hate hearing it, too. So with that, I started eating. I wouldn't say I started particularly eating like phenomenal. It wasn't like all of a sudden all I was eating was salads and this, that, and the other. I just started paying more attention to my portions. So when we went to grab something to eat, instead of eating an entire cheeseburger, I just cut it in half and ate half of it. I've never really been a French fry person, so that part wasn't an issue, but I would say I'm a sweets person. I want dessert or something sweet after I'm done, and it's just kind of what I like to have. So I don't know. I'm a snacker. Like I like to eat lots of I like to eat lots of little bits of things. So I did get better with that, and I did start paying more attention to my portions and to what I was eating. So I kind of make better decisions. You know, I wouldn't get a creamy dressing. I would get like a balsamic dressing. I would pay more attention to like, I don't know, just I would try and think before I ordered, I guess is what it came down to. And I did lose a good amount of weight. I lost good amount for me. It was 15 pounds, I guess, within, I would say it took a little bit over a year. Got married, fine. Kept it off, fine. Stayed with Weight Watchers. Got pregnant. They won't let you stay on Weight Watchers. But I kept up with that kind of in my own way. I just kind of paid attention to what I was eating. I knew portion size. I never went crazy. So I gained, traditionally, my doctor wanted me to gain 25 to 30 pounds. And I was at, what was that? So 35, 45, 50. I was at 24 pounds. So I was right around the right range. So that wasn't a problem. Had him, you lose some of it initially right off the bat, no problem. And it's funny because I was nursing, and with that, I lost a lot, and then when I stopped nursing, some of it came back, and I was like a little bit confused. I was like, how did this happen? But when you stop nursing, your body kind of changes a little bit, and it's kind of hard to put that into words or explain it, but it just changed. So after I stopped nursing, some of the weight came back, because I think I was down to 145 while I was nursing, and then 5 pounds came back when I stopped nursing, and then I had to work it off, and kind of, so it wasn't like I just kept going down from there. And so I had gone back to Weight Watchers, but I don't know. I didn't feel it. I didn't like it. In the meantime, Marty had started doing something where he got something called a Nike Fuel Band. And he also started doing an app on his iPhone called Lose It, I think is what this thing's called. Yeah, Lose It. It's hard to see. It's that little one right there with the scale. And so I was like, you know what? I'll buy the band and use the app that's free and just see how I do instead of Weight Watchers. So I canceled my Weight Watchers, and this is the Nike Fuel Band. It looks like one of those, breast cancer awareness bands or any of those. It's very light, easy to wear. You can change the size of it. It clips on and off. Oops, can't get it back on. There is a button on it here. It's off right now, but can you see the button? Click on it. It tells you fuel, and that's what I have done thus far today, and it is 10 o'clock in the morning, so I've done 1,000. The average person does about 2,000 to 3,000. I have mine set to 4,000 and is my goal for the day. And generally, I do 5,000 to 7,000 is usually where I'm at. But so that's fuel, and it reads goal when you've gotten to it. And then the next thing, it tells you how many calories you've burned so far in the day. And then it tells you how many steps you've taken so far in the day, and then it just has the time of day it is right now. But it goes off. After it goes off, it just kind of goes away. But you can look at it, and when you get this, you sync it up to your computer, and you put in your height, your weight, what you want to lose, and all that, and it tells you what you need to do, kind of. Same thing with the Lose It app. And I have been doing that, and I've actually been doing really good. I do go to the gym pretty much every day, I'll be honest. Part of that now, I'm going to tell you, is because there is daycare. And I go, and it's kind of, even though I'm working out, it's an hour and a half that I just get to breathe, and somebody else can take care of them, and I'm right there. which is kind of nice. So I really like that. But 2 days a week I work with a trainer, and not a personal trainer. I do a group trainer. She trains women only at lunchtime, and it's kind of because we're in an area with a lot of at-home moms and things like that. And so she trains women for an hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's way less than doing a personal trainer. And it's a group, and it's fun. And again, it gives me that motivation of, if you don't show up, they're like, where were you? So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I generally go same time of day that I would go for my normal one, which is 11:45 to 1:15, because my class is from 12 to 1. And I do the same thing on the other days. And so I go those days, and I generally do like the arc trainer or a treadmill or an elliptical or something like that. And I change it up. And the girl I work with that's the trainer, I won't say my trainer because she's not just my trainer. And she has given me ways to work on all of those things so that it, kind of, it spikes you so that your body is always guessing as to what you're doing. So it actually works out your body more. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, Marty and I usually go to the gym together, and we go 11:30 to 1, and then we go to lunch afterwards with MJ. And we just have a nice family day of it that way. Just a nice little break for us, and we, get to go to lunch too. So that's really nice. Sorry, I'm not sure if that was him. No, I heard something bang and wanted to see if that was him. MJ meaning. But so that's really nice. Now with summer coming up, I will say we go away so much. It is a little bit more difficult, but when we have been away so far, we have we walk so much more. We go for walks with the dog and the baby. And I go for a walk every night too, by the way. It's only a half hour, but I go for a walk around my development every night with MJ and the dog every single night. Cold, whatever, rain and snow are the only things I've not done it in. But even if it's cold, I bundle him up. Like in the wintertime, I bundled him up and went. And now in the summertime, he loves it, and he loves to look around. And we just do that every day. So that is also helpful as well. But that is kind of where I'm at. I still have about 10 pounds to go, give or take, but I'm not worried about it. I feel comfortable in who I am and how I am. My main areas that I am working out are my stomach and my hips. That's kind of where I hold more of it, as most people do, especially after they have a baby. But I don't think it's horrible. I don't think I don't feel uncomfortable. I feel great. My clothes fit me fine, and I'm comfortable overall. I just want to work out and eat better. Now, here's the thing, guys. If I go out to eat, I am not going to spend money on a piece of dry chicken and some vegetables with nothing on them. Not going to happen. If I'm going out and I'm going to have dinner, I'm going to get something I like and something I want. I'm just going to eat a smaller amount of it. And then I just bring it home and I have some more the next day or whatever have you. And it works out great. So I don't want to deprive myself, and I don't do well on systems that do that. It just isn't my thing. So this has been working out for me, and it's been doing great, and I enjoy it. Another thing on the Lose It app too, by the way, you can, if you join that app, you can become friends with somebody else, and you can watch what they eat and things like that, which is kind of interesting. So that is everything, I think, for now. You guys tell me if you want more information, if there's anything I felt like I missed out on. But primarily, just to give you a recap of what I'm doing right now, I do weight training 3 days a week, because I do body pump 1 day a week, and then I do 2 days with the trainer. And then I do cardio the other 4 days a week for a minimum of 45 minutes, but I like to do like an hour and 15 minutes. So that's kind of where I'm at. And it has been, since then, it has definitely jumped me down the 5 pounds. And it's only been 3 months of doing that, I would say. So I'm on the right track. And I think, fairly soon I will be back to just where I'm comfortable. That's all it is. It doesn't have, I don't care about numbers on clothes. I buy what fits me, and it doesn't matter what the number says, as long as it looks good and it fits right. That's more important than saying it's a certain number. So that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you found it helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.